I'm Nina Holtz and I'm the Customer Success Team Lead here at Qwaya, and I'm going to be the presenter today. If you have any questions during the webinar, you're more than welcome to just type them into the question box in the GoToWebinar panel, and I'm going to answer them as we go. And just before we start, I would like to know if you can hear me. So if you're able to hear me, can you please raise your hand in the GoToWebinar control panel? Perfect. It seems like you're able to hear me. So let's get started. During the webinar, I'm going to tell you a bit about Qwaya, and then I'm going to also go through what you can do with Qwaya. Then we're going to go into the actual demo, and we're going to go through the interface. We're going to learn how to set up a campaign and also how to manage your existing campaigns. And as I told you, if you have any questions, just type them into the question box, and I'm going to answer them as we go. So who are we? Qwaya is a Facebook Ads Manager, and it's a self-service tool, which means that we don't offer a managed service. You need to create the ads by yourself and manage the ads by yourself, but hopefully Qwaya will help you remove some of the manual work it takes and speed up that process. We've been a preferred marketing developer since 2010, and we're located in Stockholm, Sweden. And as you can see by the map, we have customers all around the world, I think in nearly 80 different countries at the moment, and the majority is based in North America and in Europe. So what can Qwaya do? With Qwaya, you're able to create multiple ad variations, so you can easily just type in the titles you want, the images you want, and the body text you want, and then we will create different ad variations for all of these different combinations, so you can easily test what really works. You can also split up your targeting into smaller segments, and with this feature you'll be able to test how the different ad variations work in the different target groups. You can also save a lot of manual work with our automation features. For example, we have day parting or scheduling, so you're able to decide during what days and what hours of the day you want to run your campaigns. And you can also automatically pause your campaigns and ads. We also have a good reporting where you can get graphs, and you can look at different costs per page likes, for example, and a lot of different metrics. Another great thing about Qwaya is the workflow and organization. You will get everything in one place, so all your pages, places, applications, and all your Facebook user accounts will be under one Qwaya account. You can also share and collaborate in the same Qwaya account. You can invite your colleagues, and you can decide to, for example, share different templates, so different ad creative works, etc., between different ad accounts. You can also reuse your work with templates. So with the ad creative work you do and the targeting work you do, you're able to save as a template, and in that way you're able to reuse it in the future, and you don't have to start from scratch all the time. So let's go into the actual demo, and I'm going to show you what the tool looks like. So to log into Qwaya, you go to our website and you click on the login button in the upper right corner. You log in using your username and the password. I'm already logged in here, so let's go here. The first time you log in, you get a message to connect your Facebook user account. When you're done that, this is what you will see, and this is the dashboard. So here you can see that I've connected two Facebook user accounts, one here and one here, and you will also be able to see all the ad accounts that these Facebook users are an admin or a general user of. In the dashboard, you also have this top navigation bar, so you can connect more Facebook user accounts if you want to. And here in users, you're able to invite your colleagues, and you can work in the same Qwaya account. And here in settings, you're able to upgrade or downgrade your account. You can edit the company details and change the password. But let's go back to the dashboard and start working with the tool. To do that, you need to select the ad account you wish to work with. and I want to work with the Marvel Women account, so I click here and I'll be redirected into the actual tool. You can see that Qwaya consists of two parts. You have the part here to the right, which is My Campaigns, and here you'll be able to see everything that you also can see on Facebook, so all your published campaigns and ads, and they will be listed here in this left-hand sidebar. The other part of Qwaya is the ad creation process, and that you have here to the left. So you need to go through, create ads, set targetings, and publish ads to actually publish your ads to Facebook. And I'm going to start with that process. I'm going to show you what it looks like. But before I do that, I would like to ask you a question. So I would like to ask you if you drive traffic inside of Facebook or to an external website. So I'm going to launch a poll here, so please answer, so I know what type of advertisers we have with us here today. Still missing some of the answers. Okay, now everybody has voted, and it seems like there's a big mix. We have 14% of you drive traffic inside of Facebook, 43 outside of Facebook, and another 43% both inside and outside of Facebook. Great, I'm going to try to go through all the different ad types that we have so all of you know what to do after the webinar. So in the Create Ads tab, you have this sidebar where you'll be able to see all your Facebook entities. So all your pages, your places, and the applications that you're an admin of. And they will be listed here. I'm only an admin of 2 pages, and that's why that's the only thing I see. If I would have been an admin of an application, that would be listed here as well. So the first thing you need to decide is what you want to advertise or what you want to promote. So do you want to promote one of your pages, or do you want to promote your external website, or do you want to do an open graph or a custom mobile app? So let's say that I want to promote my Marvel page. So I click here and a new pop-up will open up, and here you'll be able to see some statistics for the page, and then you have the different ad formats. So up here you have the page like ad. So this is the ads that are encouraging the user or the viewer to like your page. And here you can add multiple titles, you can add multiple body text, and also multiple images. And Qwaya will create one ad for all these different combinations. Then you have the page post ads. And here you can select to promote a published page post or an unpublished page post. And you will always be able to get to Facebook and look at the ads directly on Facebook, or the post directly on Facebook, and you will always also be able to, for example, answer comments if you have some. You see here I don't have any comments, but if I would have, I can just click here and I can answer the comments. You can also select to promote the latest page posts, or you can search by post ID. Then we also have this feature or this ad type that is called unpublished page posts. And these ads are very popular at the moment, especially this link post ad, because with these ads, you're able to drive the traffic to external websites, because you can enter a URL here. So for example, and then you can add the post text, the ad name, and the description, and it will look like this. So what will happen is that this ad you can actually place in the newsfeed and on mobile devices, but they are but the traffic will be redirected to your external website, so they will not get to your page, they will get to your external website. So this is a great way to do domain ads but place them in the newsfeed. And you can also always see by hovering over this question mark what you're actually entering. And here you can create you can add multiple texts, names, and also images. And to create permutations of these ads as well. And of course, if you just want to do image post ads, you can do that. And you also have the offer post ads that you can create. And then we have the different sponsor stories. So the difference between an ad and a sponsor story is that in order for a sponsor story to appear, someone needs to have interacted with your page. So for example, someone needs to have liked your page. And then this ad can only be shown to the friends of the person who liked the page. So without any interaction with your page, these ads cannot be shown to any viewer on Facebook. And depending on the different interactions you have, you can create different stories. And if you would like to create an ordinary domain ad, the ones that are in the right hand side, you just click here, domain ad, and you can add different website addresses and titles and body text and images. But you can also save what you're doing here in Qwaya as a template, and in this way you're able to reuse it. To find your existing templates or your saved templates, you click here on Use Template. Here you will see a library with folders and different templates. And here you can see that I have multiple templates. I can select this one, for example. This is a link post ad. If I double click on it, it will open up. So here you can see I've added a URL, a caption, a text, name, description, and 4 different images. What I can do here is that I can change, for example, the post text or the images and just press Save As, and I'll get a new version. And in this way, I can reuse existing work in order to speed up the ad creation process. So I don't need to start from scratch all the time. If you want to use this one, you can just click Create, and you'll be able to see my 4 different ads here. And I got 4 ads since I have 1 post text, 1 ad name, 1 description, but 4 different images. When you have the ads here in this preview window, they are activated. So these are the ads I want to use in my campaign that I'm about to publish. So they're not published on Facebook, but these are the ads I want to use. So the next step in the ad creation process is to set up your targeting that you do here in Set Targeting. In the targeting tab, you also have this sidebar, but here you'll be able to see your targeting templates. And it can be quite hard to find a good targeting, and you probably want to fine tune it a bit. And then it's really nice to have the targeting saved, because then you don't have to recreate it all the time. You can just go back here and double click on the template, and it will open up, and here you can do your changes. So for example, here I have a targeting where I target Sweden. I have age groups from 20 to 49, selected females. I have some different precise interests, and if I want, I can select between these different suggested topics as well. I've selected to only target people that are not fans on my page. And you have the relationship targeting, you have education and occupation, you have custom audiences. So if you want to target people on an email list that you have, you're able to do that. And then you have the placement option here. So I only want this ad to be shown in the newsfeed and on mobile devices, so I select that one. So this is very similar to Facebook. We are pulling all the targeting data directly from Facebook, but there's one big difference, and that's that you're able to split by. So you can create segments, smaller target groups. So say that I want to change the country here. I want to target United States. Then you can see that you will get the states, the zip codes as well, that option. So let's select New York, California, like that. And then you're able to split by states, and you'll get one targeting for New York and another one for California. You can also split by age groups. So I can select every 10th year, and I will get one age group from 20 to 29, another from 30 to 39, and a third from 40 to 49. You can split by everything where you have this checkbox. So you have gender, broad categories, precise interests, and you also have relationships. But I'm good with only splitting by state and age group. So I'm going to save as. It's the newsfeed, US, fashion interests. Save to add account. And then I can just hit use. And you'll be able to see 6 different targetings. One for people living in California from 20 to 29. And then you have from 30 to 39. And then you have 40 to 49. And then you have the same ones, but for the people in New York. So when you set up the targeting here as you like it to be, you go to Publish Ads. In Publish Ads, it says you click here on Generate 24 ads, and that's because we have 4 ad creatives and 6 targetings. And you will get 1 ad for each combination of the different ad creatives and the different targetings. So you'll be able to see how all the different ad variations are performing in the different target groups. So I click here, Generate 24 ads. And here we get 3 different options. You will have the first option here is to create 1 new campaign. There's 1 single campaign with 24 ads in it. You can also select this second option here, that is to create 1 campaign per targeting segment. Instead of getting 1 campaign with 24 ads, you will get 6 different campaigns, 1 for each targeting, and you will have 4 ads in each. And this is a great feature to use because if you publish a campaign with 24 ads in it, Facebook will not show all of the ads. They will optimize on clicks, and they will only show like maybe the first 6 ads, and then they will start optimizing. So the first, say, 6 to 10 ads will get a fairly equal amount of impressions, but the rest will barely get any impressions at all. And this makes it hard for you to really know what ad works because because a lot of the ads didn't even have a chance to perform. So if you select this option here, you will get more campaigns with fewer ads in each campaign, and you will kind of force Facebook to show all of the ads more times before they make up their mind and start optimizing. So this is a great feature to use. And then of course you can place all of your ads into one existing campaign. That's the last option here. But let's select this the second option here, 1 campaign per targeting segment. What you have to type in here is the campaign prefix. That is the common name for all of your campaigns. I'm gonna name it link ad and blouses. You can put these into a folder if you want to an existing folder, or create a new one. I'm gonna create a new one. And then you can select start and end time, and then you have to set up the budget. The budget is per campaign. So if I type in 100 here, it's going to be 100 times 6, so 600 in total. And then you need to select the bid type. So you can select between CPC, CPM, optimize CPM, or CPA. I'm going to select CPC, and I'm going to select the max bid. If you select CPC or CPM, we do recommend you to select the max bid because it's really important that you get a lot of impressions, or that you get all the impressions that you can possibly get in the beginning, so that your campaign takes off and start getting clicks, and so you can get a good CTR. Because when you have a good CTR, Facebook will favor your ad, and they will lower you, and you don't have to pay as much for each click, so you will get a lower CPC. Then you can select if you want to use your Facebook pixel tracking, if you have one set up. I don't have that at the moment. And you just click generate 24 ads, and you'll be able to take a last look at your ads. So here in the campaign column, you'll be able to see the campaign name. So this is United States, California 2029, and I will have 4 of those. And then you can see here it's 30 to 39. Then when you're ready and you want to publish your ads, just hit publish 24 ads and they will all go off to Facebook and into the ordinary approval process. So before I continue to show you how you manage your existing campaign in Qwaya, I'm going to stop for some questions. So if you have any questions, please type them into the question box and I'm going to answer them. Okay, I have one question here from Charles asking about custom audiences. I want to add the custom audiences for each ad. So each ad would have its own custom audience. How can I do this? You will need to do one custom audience per targeting. So here in set targeting, let's select one of these. You go here and you have to select one of the custom audiences here. So you're not able to automatically split by different custom audiences. You have to do one per targeting if you want each custom audience in for a separate ad. When I create some, this is another question from Charles. When I create some ads, there are targeting groups that are too small, and when I upload, it stops from uploading. If you for example split on very many of these options, your target audience might get very small, and I think it is if they're smaller than 20 people, Facebook will not show the ad because they're not able to distribute it. So you should have maybe a couple of thousand around 1,000 people in each target group in order to really get some good distribution for your ad. This is another question regarding the targeting. How do I target desktop on the right hand side only and not newsfeed? If you want to do, you cannot do only right hand side. You can only select all desktop placements at the moment here in Qwaya. But if you're doing domain ads, external website ads, domain ads, then the only placement is the right hand side. So they will only be placed there. We do have the feature to select only right hand side in the backlog, and that will hopefully be released later this year. This is another question from Charles asking, how can I drive traffic to fan page tab? I will show you. Here in create ads, you select the page and you select the page like ad, and up here you select the tab you want to drive the traffic to. So that's how you do it. And let's see. Are you able to generate video ads on published posts in Qwaya, or do you have to generate those in Facebook first? Brett, unfortunately, you need to do that in Facebook first. We don't support video ads at the moment. This is also a feature, an ad type that we will support later on. But at the moment, you need to do it in Facebook first, and then you need to go here to page post ads and select an unpublished post or a published post, depending on if it's an unpublished or not. I have a question from Sandy asking about reports, and when you're downloading reports, does the targeting show up in separate columns for each ad? Yes, if you split by, as I done here, each targeting each ad will get separate targeting, and you can select to show you can select in the report, you can select the targeting column that is, for example, countries, age groups, etc., and it will become its own column, so you can get the targeting data um, split it out on different columns. I can show you how you do that later on. How do you create ads with different text? You can only set up different images but with the same text. No, you can set up it with different texts as well. If you go here to create ads and say that I want to use the same template as I have here, then you can just add here post text, and then you will get two different post texts, or you can add multiple descriptions as well. So you can add for these different ads, you're able to add multiple texts, images, and titles. How do you initially set up billing for ad spend info in Facebook or in Qwaya? So you will still pay for clicks and impressions to Facebook through your Facebook ad account. So you set up the founding source for that traffic cost in Facebook in your ad account. I also have a question here if the webinar will be recorded, and yes, it's recorded, so you'll be able to access it from the from the website later on. Okay, I'm gonna go over to the managed campaigns part, and you're gonna show you how you manage your existing campaigns. So go here to my campaigns. And as I told you before, you'll be able to see all your published campaigns and ads here in this left-hand sidebar. In the sidebar, you can select if you want to show active and post campaigns, or if you only want to show active campaigns. If I select this option, you can see that I don't get as many campaigns as I had before. And did you remember that I created a folder called blouses? And here I'll be able to find all the campaigns that I just published. See, here are my 6 different campaigns, and you can see that they all contain 4 different ads. What you can do here in the manage campaigns in the campaigns view is that you're able to create folders, as I've done here, and then you can place your campaigns into these folders. You can create new folders down here, and you can just drag and drop the campaign between the different folders. So for example, if I would like to place these free campaigns into the archive folder, for example, then I've selected all of them by using shift on my keyboard, and then I can just drag and drop them into this folder, into the archive folder, for example, like this. And this is a great way to create, a structure and an overview in your ad account. And the folders are only containers, so for the campaign, so this will only be visible on Qwaya, not on Facebook. I'm going to select some of the campaigns where I have statistics. So I'm going to select these here. When you select the campaigns, they will be visible here in the main view or in the campaigns view. Up here you can select between different canned reports. So for example, the basic one, you can see some basic statistics, and in the social one you can see more, actions and cost per action and cost per page like, etc. You can always add more columns to your report by adding metrics here, by selecting metrics here. And as you can see, there's a lot of different metrics to choose between. Here you're able to select the time frame, and here you can refresh statistics for your campaigns. If you select a campaign here, you'll be able to see this bottom toolbar, and here you can look at graphs and see the performance over time, and you can select between different metrics to look at. And you can also export all the data to Excel, or you can export the graph as a PNG or a PDF. Then you also have the campaign settings. You're able to edit the campaign name, the start and end time, and also the daily budget or the lifetime budget. And you can do that for one campaign at a time or for multiple campaigns at the same time. You just add the campaigns you want to edit. When you want to change something, you just hit update and the changes will go off to Facebook. Then you will also find our automation features down here in the bottom toolbar. So for example, you will be able to set up during what days and what hours of the day you want to run your campaigns. So for example, for this page, that is the Marvel Women page, I know that I have more traffic, or on our website, I know that we have more traffic during the afternoon, and the conversion rates are also better during the afternoon, because I've looked that up in our web analytics tool. So I only want to run my campaigns during the afternoon and the evenings. Then I can copy this period to, for example, all working days. And then during weekends, I want to run my campaigns during longer hours. So I run it from 9 a.m. to midnight. And I can copy this to, for example, Sunday. And then when I want to activate this scheduling, I just press on and save. And now my campaigns will only be active during these hours. You will always schedule your campaigns according to the reference time, and the reference time you'll be able to see down here, and it's the same time as your ad account, and you will not be able to change this. So if you're running campaigns in different time zones, please keep in mind the time zone you have on your ad account. Then you also have campaign rules. And with campaign rules, you're able to automatically pause your campaigns if specific rules are triggered. Click here and I can set it up to, pause campaigns if CTR falls below 0.04%, for example. And I want to look at lifetime data, so I do that. And then you have to set up the condition for the rule, and that you do down here in settings. So this is when you select when you want to activate the rule. So for example, you can select if you want a specific amount of clicks or impressions or actions before you activate the rule. And I want to have 10,000 impressions before I activate the rule. So what will happen is that when my campaign has 10,000 impressions, we will start and see if the CTR is above or below 0.04%. If it's below, we will pause the campaign, but if it's above, we will keep running the campaign. If you want to activate this campaign rule, you do the same as in scheduling. You just press on and save. Then we have the same feature, but on an ads level. So instead of pausing the whole campaign, I'm going to pause individual ads. So let's say cost per page like exceeds 10 in lifetime. Then pause the campaign. And I also have to set up the setting and the condition for the rule. And here I want my ad to have 1,000 impressions before I activate the rule. So when one of the ads more than 1,000 impressions, we will start and see if the cost per page like for that specific ad is above 10. If it is, we will pause the ad, but if it's below, we will keep running the ad. And the same here, on and save if you want to activate the ad rule. Then we also have ad rotation. And with ad rotation, you're able to rotate a subset of your ads each day. And in this way, keep your campaigns fresh and you don't have to change the images by yourself or the ad text, depending on what you have. So here you can, for example, select to rotate the campaign every day or every second day. I'm going to select every day. And then you can select how many ads you want to rotate. You can see that in this campaign that I've selected, I have 8 ads. And I'm going to select to show 2 ads each day. So what will happen is that the first day, 2 ads will be active and the rest will be paused. The second day, 2 new ads will be active and the rest will be paused. And it will take 4 days before all my ads have been shown. And then you do the same if you want to activate this, on and save. Here in the automation log, you will be able to see during what and when the campaign was turned on and off due to the scheduling, and also which ads were rotated by the ad rotation. So this is about the campaign management. Then you probably want to look at the ads more in detail to see how all of the different ads are performing. What you can do then is that you just click here 8 ads and you'll be able to look at the ads more in detail. In the ads view, you'll be able to select between different canned reports again, and you can activate or pause or delete the ads. You can also select to show details. If you do, you'll be able to see the preview of the ad and the targeting. And then you have columns here, and here you can select what metrics you want to look at and you want to have in your report. And then we have a feature here that is called group by. So for example, you're able to group by, you can group by, say, take body text, and then you'll be able to see the performance on a body text level. And if I expand this group here, you'll be able to see what ad it was in that group. And then you can do group by image, and you'll be able to see the performance on an image level. So this is a great way to see what ads, what images, for example, are working best, or what texts or titles. And this is available for domain ads and page-like ads at the moment. Then, if you select an ad, you'll be able to see this bottom toolbar. Here you can also look at graphs and see the performance over time. You can look at the targeting. And if you have data from the last 7 days, you'll be able to, and you have set up the targeting with different interests, you'll be able to see what interests are generating impressions, clicks, and CTR. So this is a great way to see if there's maybe some interests that are not generating any impressions or any clicks at all. And then you can go back to the targeting, the set targeting tab here, and optimize your targeting and remove the specific interests from your targeting template. Then you can look at the creative here, and you can edit the creatives. If you are doing big changes, like changing the image or the whole title, for example, we do recommend you to republish the ad so you can compare the two ads. Because if you change the ad here, you'll just overwrite the old ad. Then here in bidding, you're able to change the bid for your ad. And you can do that here. You can do that for one ad at a time or for multiple ads at the same time. So here you can see the max bid here, and say that I want to set it to 7. I just hit update, and you can see that I changed it on all my ads. You can also change the bid type if you want to change it to CPM or optimize for clicks, reach, or social impressions. Then here in tracking, you're able to add your tracking pixels, your Facebook tracking pixels if you haven't already added them. Then if you want to export the data to Excel, just select the ads you want to export and you hit Excel export. And here you can select more metrics. So if I want the body text, if I want cities, if I want countries, for example, interested in. So here you can select what different metrics you want in the report. So from these are the ones that are already in your report that you're looking at here. And then you can add more if you want to. And just hit download and you will get an Excel report. So this was what I wanted to show you about how you manage your campaigns in Qwaya as well. So I'm going to see if I have more. I have some more questions, but if you have if you have more, please type them in. Okay, I have some questions here from Sandy. The first one is, can you schedule campaigns to start on a certain day? Yes, when you set up the campaigns here, when you go to the Publish Ads tab and you generate, then you can select here Start Date, and then you'll be able to select what day you want to activate the campaign. So this is how you do that. So when you publish the campaigns. Can you select which ads are active first on ad rotation? No, unfortunately you can't do that. It's going to take the first 2 ads and then they're going to take the third and the fourth, etc. So it's kind of random. You cannot group them together. Does some ads being paused for the first few days affect its later performance? Does Facebook optimize less for these ads? We haven't got any indications that would be the case, so I don't think so. We haven't seen that on our existing campaigns either way. I have another question here regarding the targeting. Can the bidding be optimized for likes? We don't have optimize for likes as a bid type. What you can select is optimize for actions, and like is one of the actions. And if you're publishing, for example, page like ads or sponsor stories, page like sponsor stories, Facebook will know and that they will optimize for likes. And if you're doing for example, a page post ad with an offer in it, they will automatically optimize for offers claimed. So depending on the ad type you have, they will get that you're optimizing for likes. Okay, it seems like I'm not getting any more questions. So I'm going to go back to the presentation. If you have more questions after the webinar, you're more than welcome to send them to support@qwaya.com. And you can also find a lot of answers to your existing questions in our support site. So it's www.qwaya.com/support. And if you want strategical or tactical advice, I would really recommend you to look in our blog. We do post a lot of useful information about Facebook advertising and how to use Qwaya in the best way, news about Facebook advertising, and we also have some really interesting guest blogs. For example, the latest blog was a recorded like a webinar from a Facebook pro who he's really specialized in doing campaigns for startups. So he's giving giving tips and tricks on how to use Facebook advertising for startups. And you're more than welcome to follow us on Twitter or Facebook in order to stay updated on what's happening in Qwaya. And yeah, if you have any more questions or feedback or, for example, feature requests, please send them to support@qwaya.com, and me or one of my colleagues will answer you as soon as we can. And we really love to hear from our users and to know what you're thinking. So I hope to hear from you soon. And if I haven't had the time to answer any questions, I will answer them in an email later today. Thank you all for attending the webinar today and for all of your great questions. Yeah, I hope to talk to you soon, and have a great day, and happy Thanksgiving. Goodbye and take care.